This is basically an emergency protest, although it's been planned for the best part of a year now. People have known that they need to book holiday off work to come here for 2 weeks because it's about the urgency of the need to act on climate change, which is just we seem to be in a place of political and social denial that it's happening, and it's almost surreal. I'm finding it almost surreal. It's starting to get coverage now because of this, I think, and it's taken civil disobedience, non-violent direct action to actually make it widely reported, bring it to people's attention, but we are still waiting for the government to respond to any of the demands that we've made.
The immediate problem is just the sheer amount of plastic which is out there, and it's the only way to solve it, in my opinion, is to stop short-term use plastic with immediate effect, because once it's stopped, then we can clean up what's already in the environment and we can go forward. There's many substitutes that we can use. It doesn't mean that we will suffer for inconvenience. We can serve convenience, but we can use other substitutes instead of oil-based plastic all the time.
Why are you here? Your heart knows that truth. Your heart has a longing. And XR, Extinction Rebellion, is about liberating the voice of our hearts, your hearts. It's about our vision, your vision that resides from that place. So let's just take that moment. Like our intention statement has just said, let's take a moment and listen to the demand that's in our heart. So Extinction Rebellion has a vision. We all have our visions. You've just hopefully connected into that. And it's about connecting the whole human family. It's about coming into connection, healing the separation.
I'm from Oxford Circus, and that sign said, "We are the boat." We are holding that ground together. What's going to happen in the next 2 hours is that this is the first time the rebellion's all been together. And this is a regroup. A reflection, a regeneration. And so we're going to have a People's Assembly on how we, as a rebellion, would like to move forward and give that feedback to each other. Where are we at? You know, it's been 7 incredible days. And how do we want to move forward now we've met each other, now we've seen each other, now we've lived with each other, now we've rebelled together?
as a don't know really. I mean, I think we need more organic farming. A bit like we need like Hyde Park. We could have like like a urban garden, urban productive farm or something, maybe. Yeah. So sort of stuff like that. We need to throw the doors open and sort of like get people involved in what they want in their communities, how we should go forward really, and sort of like radical transformative action and stuff, so
that's brilliant. And so what do you think people themselves, each individual, can do to make a change?
Support this, support Extinction Rebellion. We're really, it's the bigger sort of changes, getting the governments here, this, and all around Europe and the world, as many, that we can put the pressure on them relentlessly, basically, until they come to the negotiating table and call the climate emergency, the full decarbonisation by 2025, World War II style, people's assemblies or sedition or whatever they, that's one of the demands of Extinction Rebellion.
You think the government will meet those demands, or?
Well, I'm not at the moment. I don't think so. No, I wouldn't. I've only just landed on the ground here, so I wouldn't. I'm just a bit of a skeptic. I think it would take a hell of a lot of work, and we need to attract in more people, keep the positive vibes, keep the love going. Keep listening to people, keep having conversations and stuff. And just be a real pain in the butt until we get what we need to get done, or be exterminated by our own. Westernized lifestyles of self-indulgence and high carbon fossil fuel use, and not really caring where our food comes from, and endless sort of just cheap fashion that we throw into landfill, and not caring where the resources come from. So the circular ecological impact and social impacts of the manufacturer and the welfare of the workers, etc. as well. So I suppose we need eco-socialism. We need kind of, I don't know, I'd have to look into it a little bit more, like anarchy. It's kind of anarchy, that kind of like dynamic sort of, listening and kind of not so quite too rigid, but try and decentralise power outwards to people and into the community. So more community action, empower communities, get the resources off the corporations and the big elite bankers, etc. We got to do something about quantitative easing from the 2008 crash. Because all that money is all the money is up in the elites, that very small, minute percentage of 0.1% or something like that. And we're all paying the cost of the ecological and social chaos that's happening, and we've got the problems with like the heating up and the drying of like Africa and stuff like that, and that will put pressure onto Europe, like Italy, etc. And so that's that kind of thing. So we need to think about that. We need to sort of get to grips with, the potential rise of fascism and right wing kind of extremist. If we don't plan ahead, if we don't sort of actually react and sort of to do a sort of positive sort of action, environmental action, social action. Basically. Yeah, including everyone. But get everyone involved. Whatever their background, whatever their colour, whatever their religion, whatever your, whatever part of the political spectrum you're from. Everyone's welcome to Extinction Rebellion. It's all about peace. It's all about non-violent action.
I'm here today because I'm about to have my first child in October, and I would like my child to actually have a future, have a voice, and actually have an environment with some of our species left in it and breathable air, as we have 12 years and counting, if that, before we are irreversible. And I want my child to be able to have grandchildren and grandchildren's grandchildren. We need the baby boomer mindset to change or go, and we need to actually start taking action against our environment now, or we are going to lose everything we hold near and dear completely. And that's my biggest thing. I don't want to see giraffes go. They're the next to go extinct. I don't want to see any more animals go extinct. We are running out of humpback whales. We are running out of coral reefs. We are running out of pretty much everything we hold near and dear as everything. And the only thing I'd like to see go extinct probably is is us if needs be. Except for my child and me, of course. But yeah, we need to make a change.
So what changes are you looking or hoping for from the government?
Well, I would like single-use plastic abolished. I would like hemp plastics and hemp renewable energy to become a thing. I don't care about cannabis, I really don't, but I care about hemp. And hemp production is biodegradable plastics, eco-fuels, ropes, clothing, you name it. So we need to take on, with direct action if needs must, against the oil companies, because they need to be taken down. And if needs must, come on, they can open up their own franchises with renewable energy. They can keep their money coming in if money means that much to them. But at the end of the day, what's oil money going to mean when we die? Like, it's going to mean nothing. So hemp, renewable energy and renewable plastics and biodegradable plastics is my biggest thing. And single-use plastics gone by 2030. Carbon emissions gone by 2030. I want every car in this country to be electric by 2030. And if you're caught driving a petrol car, I want you to go to either get a massive fine or go to jail for it. And I like cars, so I'm saying this from a person that loves cars. Electric cars are the way forward.
And what can each individual person do to make a change to improve
Just
the climate?
Try and drop your single-use plastic. I know if you go to big companies like Tesco's and Asda, it's quite difficult, but if you go to places like Aldi and Lidl, or have a look in your local town, because there'll probably be a plastic-free supermarket opening up, but just try and reduce it as much as possible, even if it's as little as taking your own paper bags for your vegetables and fruit, even if it's as little as that, and choosing drinks that are in glass bottles as opposed to plastic bottles. Every little step helps. Take public transport as opposed to drive. Cycle if you can. Literally, any little step is a big step. Go vegan, go veggie, or just reduce your meat intake. You don't have to go full whack activist with it. You can just reduce and make a massive, massive difference. Just be more conscious. That's it. Be more conscious. And everywhere you walk, pick up every bit of litter you see. It takes 2 minutes. It's good fun, makes you feel good, and it makes everywhere you live look a lot nicer, right? So it's win-win.